What's up, JEFusion fans? This is Philip, and welcome back to another video. So before I get into today's main topic, I just found out something about the channel today. We have finally reached 1,000 subscribers. All I can say is thank you guys for all your support. This year, JEFusion has celebrated its 5th anniversary, and it's been my personal goal ever since August this year to have this channel reach 1,000 subs at least by the end of this year. And a few minutes ago, before I started recording this video, I noticed that we have already achieved 1,000 subs. So I can't thank you guys enough for what you've done for this channel. Every single view, every single like, comment, and share that you've done for us, it really helps us a lot. I know that 5 years is a very long time for a channel like us to reach 1,000 subs. And I've seen like other YouTubers who make similar content, grow much faster than we did. But that doesn't matter because, you know, the fact that we have already reached 1,000 subs, like it just shows me that there is a lot of support for JEFusion. So I just want to thank you guys for everything until now, and I really hope you continue to support us in the coming years. So with that said, let's move on to the main topic of today's video. So I have watched Kingohger episode 40 a couple hours before this recording. So episode 40 drops a very big twist that is definitely going to surprise everyone. Now, you may have already seen it from the title of this video. So before I continue, I highly recommend that you guys watch the episode first when, if it's already out. So that you don't get spoiled. Otherwise, enjoy this video. So, as you have seen in the title, so the biggest twist, probably in the entirety of Kingohger so far, so in episode 40, Dagded Dujardin reveals that Gira Hasti is his clone. So you may be wondering, especially if you haven't seen the episode yet, just in case. So why or how did this happen? So let's talk about what happened first. So Gira was fighting, the undead Bagnarak in Shogoddam when, like announcement screens came flying down, and uh, we see Rakles and Dagded in the throne room. So Rakles making an announcement that Gira is actually a monster, and this is reinforced by Dagded by saying that Gira is in fact his clone, or something like that, or maybe he created Gira. Although we could say that it is possible, but nothing is set in stone yet. So let's take this information with a grain of salt for now, even though again it's already from the show, but we are yet to see some evidence or proof in the following episodes. So again, Dagded reveals, or at least he tells everyone, that Gira is in fact his clone, and a few seconds later, so Gira starts, moving by himself, summoning the God King Oger to destroy everything. So this could explain a lot of things about Gira, and there have been a lot of mysteries that we have actually talked about in previous videos, like most especially like how and why he's able to control the King Oger by himself, how he's able to communicate with the Shugods and stuff like that when the other King Ogers can't even do it. Even Jeremy can't do it either. So again, while this is not yet proven, it could just be, Dagded and Rackless gaslighting everyone. That is a possibility. But this theory could still make sense, considering that Dagded is basically a god. So he has, the power to, do everything, and it's because of his power that, again, this is still very much a possibility. Again, nothing has been proven yet, but it's still on the table. It's still possible. So how did this happen? We don't really know. I mean, we've seen Gira and Rakles as children. However, when it was revealed in around episode 5 or 6 that Gira was actually the missing prince of Shugodam. So Rakles had mentioned something about Gira being kidnapped. So maybe it was during this time when Gira was absent from the kingdom that, something happened to him, and he probably was imbued powers by Dagded or something like that, which would make him his vessel or his tool for destruction, which Dagded states is the goal for making Gira his, clone or copy or whatever. So we're not really sure if, Dagded and Gira are, the same person, or Gira was chosen as an avatar for Dagded to control and do his bidding. So there are many possible scenarios in this situation, but you know, it all leads to one question. What is Gira going to do next? How is he going to deal with this potential fact? And how is this going to change the story going forward? Okay, so maybe those are three questions, but that's the point that we're about to get to. Now, what's interesting is that when Gira was controlled in this episode by Dagded, so he summons King Oger, Gira was still fighting. Gira had his own will, and he was able to, stop the god King Oger and, even destroy the giant Bagnarak monsters that were accompanying it so that, he doesn't destroy the entire kingdom. So again, this could lead to some potential scenarios in future episodes, considering that in about 2 months, guys, in about like 10 episodes or so, King Oger is going to end. We're nearing the final arc of the story, and this could be Gira dealing with the fact that he could potentially be Dagded himself all along. So, what are some possible things that might happen? Now, this is the scenario that I imagine the most, which is Gira sacrificing himself to, or he's going to attempt to sacrifice himself rather, so that Dagded's plans, crumble. But, the other King Ogers stop him from doing so. Like Gira plans to take himself out in one way or another. And then the other King Ogers stop him. Or like he might plan to isolate himself, but it still leads to the other King Ogers intervening to save Gira from himself. So this is the scenario that I see. Now Gira probably dealing you know Gira might accept the fact that he could be Dagded's clone or his creation or whatever, considering that, Dagded is in fact a god, basically. So Gira could use this to his advantage, and if he is indeed, a clone or copy of Dagded, so he could have like this, god level, power within him that he can use to combat his quote unquote creator, and potentially save the entire universe for that matter. So again, this is the most likely scenario that I imagine, but I don't think this is going to be the end of the show, like after defeating Dagded. I have another idea for that, in a following video. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, so it is an interesting idea that the main protagonist and the main villain are one in the same all along. Now, I do remember a very similar plot back in Tokyoger, which basically, Raito and Zed are, connected, and you can say that this is the same plot. They have been the same person all along, especially in the last few episodes with like Black Tokyo Ichigo. So when darkness began feeling Naito's heart, but on the other side, so Zed has actually been the opposite when his heart was being filled with light, like some sort of yin and yang thing. But they have this very personal connection that, again, you could say that they have been the same person all along. So I think Kingohger is, well, whether it's intentional or not, so they could be going in the same route. So again, it's basically Gira trying to deal with Dagded, uh, considering that they could potentially be connected on a more personal level by basically being the same person, literally. Even though, yeah, Dagded is a space alien bug, and like, how come Gira is a human? But again, Dagded being basically a god, so he has his own ways of, probably creating his own avatar of destruction in the form of Gira. So, how Gira deals with this and how, we solve this Dagded problem is a very interesting idea for the final arc of the show. Again, this probably isn't the final battle between them. I do think there's a more important battle, and I really think this one would make more sense and feels more like a satisfying climax. But let's talk about that in another video. So, anyways, that's all I can say for Kingohger episode 40 right now. So, if you have seen Kingohger episode 40, what do you think? Leave it down in the comment section. So again, I apologize if this is a spoilerific episode, and not really a spoilerific episode, but there are like, talking about this topic is already plenty spoilerific enough. But anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys, and thank you so much for 1,000 subs. And I hope you continue to support us moving forward. And as always, please leave a like on this video, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell so you get the latest from JEFusion. This has been Philip. Thank you for 5 years of supporting JEFusion. Thank you for 1,000 subs. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.